Topic: what is Doppler shift? Doppler shift. Obtain expression. Expression for the operant frequency. Operant frequency heard when observer in motion with respect to source at rest. So see here, so he is the observer. In yesterday case, source in motion, but today case observer in motion. That is the difference. So observer. So this is the sound source, a car or a train whistling. So okay. The velocity of the source will be 0. So velocity of the observer V naught. Velocity of the source should be denoted with V suffix S. Okay. So source will be in stationary. So velocity of the source will be 0. So now observer is moving towards the source in first case. Observer is moving towards the source. So when both are at rest, the frequency will be actual frequency, the wavelength will be actual wavelength. Suppose if the observer is moving towards the source, the frequency increases, that is operant frequency. So the difference in actual and operant frequency is nothing but a Doppler shift. Suppose the observer is moving towards the stationary source, so distance traveled by observer, that is equal to V naught T. Distance is nothing but velocity into time. Velocity of the observer is V naught time T. Okay. Then operant frequency, number of extra wavelengths received by him. Received. He is moving towards the sound source. He received extra waves received by him should be equal to V naught by lambda. Therefore, operant frequency heard by observer. Operant frequency heard by observer when moving towards source. Towards source is nothing but mu dash. Operant frequency here in the first case, mu dash is equal to actual frequency plus number of extra wavelengths received by him. So that will be V naught by lambda. Therefore, mu dash is equal to mu plus V naught by lambda. We know that it will be C by mu. Lambda is nothing but C by mu. Wavelength and frequency always inversely proportional. So from this, you can know that mu dash will be written here. Mu dash value will be mu plus V naught by C into mu. V naught by C into mu. Then it will be written as mu dash equal to mu plus, take out the mu will be common, mu into 1 plus V naught by C, and also it should be written as mu dash is equal to mu into C plus V naught by C. Here C is the velocity of sound in air, V naught is the velocity of the absorber, mu is the actual frequency, mu dash is the operant frequency when absorber is moving towards the stationary source. So next case, absorber source again it will be rest, but absorber is moving away from the stationary source. So what will going to happen? Again, distance traveled by absorber is again V naught t, velocity into time. Number of extra waves received it should be again V naught by lambda. Now operant frequency, mu double dash, when he is moving away, the frequency will be decreases. That means he is moving towards the source, frequency increases, operant frequency increases. Suppose he is moving away from this source, wavelength increases, operant frequency will be decreases. So how much it will be decreases? See, the actual frequency decreases means minus sign, number of extra wavelengths received by him, V naught by lambda. Mu double dash is nothing but mu minus V naught lambda value C by mu. That will be mu minus V naught by C into mu. Take out the mu common, it will be mu into 1 minus V naught by C. Or also it can be written as mu into C minus V naught by C. Here again C is velocity of sound in air, V naught is the operant frequency, mu is actual frequency, mu double dash is the operant frequency. So here mu double dash, that means operant frequency is less than the actual frequency because it is moving away from the stationary source. Frequency intensity will be decreases. So this is the question. First, what is Doppler shift? Doppler shift is nothing but difference in frequencies of actual and operant. So what is meant by operant frequency? Suppose the source is moving towards the observer is moving towards the stationary source, the frequency will be increases. That is actual frequency will be increases. That is operant frequency. Suppose he is moving away from the stationary source, the frequency decreases. That means operant frequency decreases. The difference between actual and operant frequencies are nothing but Doppler shift. So, okay. So this is the 8 marks question. Here you have to remember, in the both cases, source will be at rest, only observer in motion. So next, how the problems on this Doppler shift, they may ask for 4 marks or for 8 marks. So let us solve one of the problem on the Doppler effect or on Doppler shift. One problem we have to solve. Note down the problem. A train is whistling a train a train blows whistle with a frequency with a frequency 400 Hz. Okay. Train is at rest. Okay. 400 Hz. So next, when train approaches platform, with a speed of 10 meter per second. 10 meter per second. Okay. What is the operant frequency? Operant frequency held by observer, stationary observer. Velocity of air, it will be constant 340 meter per second. See here, train blows a whistle with a frequency or when train approaches platform. So that means source in motion, observer at rest, observer on the platform. So that means what is the operant frequency? Operant frequency mu dash is equal to C by C minus Vs into mu. This is the first case. When the observer, when the source is moving towards the stationary observer, we are solved in the first case of Doppler effect. Here C value is 340 meter per second. Velocity of source is moving with 10 meter per second. Actual frequency of the train they are given 400 Hz. Substitute the values here, then the operant frequency mu dash is equal to 340 by 340 minus Vs, velocity of source 10 into mu is nothing but 400. Therefore operant frequency mu dash is equal to 340 into 400, 340 minus 10, that is 412.12 Hz. This is the operant frequency. So when source in motion, observer at rest, observer on the platform. So in such cases, we have to use the formula operant frequency mu dash is equal to C by C minus Vs into mu. Here C is the velocity of sound in air. Vs is the velocity of sound source. Mu is the actual frequency. Mu dash is the operant frequency. Uses an ultrasonic scanner to locate tumors in a tissue what is the wavelength of sound? What is the wavelength of sound in the tissue? Wavelength of sound in the tissue, TISSU, tissue, in which speed of sound is, in which speed of sound is 1.7 kilometer per second. 1.7 kilometer per second. The operating frequency of the scanner is 4.2 MHz. Here, ultrasonic scanner to locate the tumors in tissue. What is the wavelength of the sound in the tissue? That means we have to find the wavelength. Wavelength should be denoted with lambda. Wavelength lambda is equal to question mark, in which speed of sound, let us see, V is equal to 1.7 kilometer per second, that is equal to 1.7 into 1000. Kilometer means 1000 meters. So 1.7 into 10 cube. That is nothing but 1.7 into 10 cube meter per second. Velocity. Operating frequency they are given. Operating frequency should be denoted with mu. Mu is equal to 4.2 MHz, that is megahertz. Should be converted that mega. 1 mega is equal to 10 power 6 hertz. 1.2 into 10 power 6 hertz. Okay. So then, what is the relation between V, mu and lambda? We know that V is equal to mu lambda, or lambda is equal to V by mu. V value, they are given 1.7 into 10 cube. Mu value 4.2 into 10 power 6. Substituted the values. Okay, on simplifying, we get 0.405. 0.405 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meters. This is the wavelength. 0.405 into 10 power minus 3 meters. See here, wavelength we have to calculate lambda. Speed of sound kilometers. Kilometers should be converted into meters. Similarly, frequency also they are given in megahertz. 1 megahertz is equal to 10 power 6 hertz. Relation between V, mu, lambda. V is equal to mu lambda, or C is equal to mu lambda. Either V or C is the velocity of sound in air. Therefore, lambda is equal to V by mu. On simplifying, we get 0.405 into 10 power minus 3 meters. That is the wavelength.